Hello everyone, welcome to another video going over gold. And what we're going to do today is just go over everything I do when I start looking at gold in the New York session, and just how to develop a trade setup and how to get a good confirmation on where price is going. So we're going to start on a higher time frame, just like this. We're on the daily time frame, and you can see here on the current candle we have retested this manipulation area that shows volume towards the downside, and then price creeps all the way up. So this area acts as a area with high volume and a potential bullish support. So this reaction here is a good bullish sign. That's all we can really see on the daily time frame. Now, if you haven't already, go check out the weekly forecast video. Then we go down to the 4 hour. As always, we start at the top time frame and go down through the time frames, getting an understanding on what's going on to create a setup. So all we can see here is liquidity on this doji candle and liquidity at the previous high. 4 hour candles, there's not really much being shown. All you got is a gap above. So there's no manipulation on the 4 hour or the daily time frame. Go down to the hourly. Now you can see things a bit more in detail. So if you watched my other videos, you will know about the manipulation pattern, and that's what we're going to focus on now. Just how to use that manipulation pattern and how to create a structure with it that can develop into a trade setup and a good confirmation on making some profit. So what we have here is we have no real manipulation being shown on the 1 hour, but you do have a slow downwards move that is creating liquidity on the downside and then collecting it and leaving behind liquidity above. So this is kind of like your consolidation, and that would be your fake out down to collect this little bit of liquidity. So this would be seen as your impulse move up. So now you're kind of getting a bit of understanding on what is going on and what kind of structure you're dealing with. But we don't see any clear liquidity yet, so we need to go down to the smaller time frame. Now we are on the 30-minute time frame, and that is when we are starting to see a bit of manipulation within the candles. Now if you want to learn more, links are all in the video description. Now we can start placing the manipulation areas on the chart. So I use the grey candles, they're the grey boxes. So you've got one here. So this is your liquidity, fake out up, downwards move with a retest. So if you don't know already, the manipulation pattern is a consolidation, fake out to collect liquidity on one side, then a quick reversal to show where the power is going. This middle bit is where all the power is coming from, and that is what will be used as your resistance or support in the future. So in this scenario, this is your consolidation, pushes down and retests that liquidity candle. Most of the time it's the body of the liquidity candle. So now we can look at other areas of manipulation. Now we have one here on this candle. So what this is doing is creating structure for price, and it's also giving you a great confirmation on where price is going next, and it also creates a good set framework for you to create a setup that you know where the stop loss is going, you know where you're entering, you know where all the power is coming from. That's the beauty of these manipulation candles. It gives you all of that. So you can see here we got a 30-minute manipulation candle. That's your liquidity candle. Next one is here, pushes down, just about takes the previous low. So it's doing a fake out and impulse move up with a retracement and a continuation towards the upside. So all of this liquidity candle is your bullish support area. So what you'd be looking for is, as price comes down to this area, you would be looking for bullish power to take place. Now we also have liquidity. So liquidity is just previous highs and previous lows. There is clear liquidity, which I do have playlists on in my YouTube channel. So what we are looking for now, we don't have a setup yet, so we can't place any trades. We are just labeling manipulation. So we have this one here, which is coming from the higher time frame consolidation. We also have this one here, which is within that impulse move. And we have a little one up here. It's not a clear area of manipulation, but it shows you something is taking place there, because this is your liquidity candle, that is your fake out down. So you've got an impulse move up, but it doesn't give you much power towards the upside. So there isn't a great deal taking place there, but it's showing you some sort of manipulation, and that will be shown on the smaller time frame. So what we're looking for here, price is currently going up, is leaving behind liquidity here because it's not taking the previous wicks from the previous candle. So it's leaving behind liquidity. If it takes the low like this one, then it's taking that liquidity before moving up. So what we're seeing now is the bullish direction is in power, and we are currently seeing a bullish move, but we are seeing some sort of consolidation here. Now we're either going to continue up from here and break through this area, or we're going to get a retracement, take this area of liquidity, retesting this manipulation area, which is on the 30-minute time frame. Then you're likely to see bullish support like that. That is your structure and your plan you're currently looking at. But you are still not placing the trade. You just have structure and you have a setup and a plan. What you would be looking for now to get into the move is for the best scenario for you to take a position. So what that would be is this path here. If price starts pushing down, taking this liquidity and retesting this area, then you would be looking for a buy position once you start to see the rejection from this grey area. And that is because you have liquidity to take, so that is a confirmation. You have a bullish manipulation candle here, which shows good volume towards the upside, and this is within a higher time frame impulse move up. So if that does act as bullish support, then it will be within the higher time frame bias, which is bullish. So a downwards move first will give you a great buy setup. Apart from that, you would be looking for a push up with more manipulation to be made. So at the moment, you'd be sitting out and just seeing what takes place. And if clear manipulation takes place, then it's all good. You can get into the move. If it doesn't, then you stay out. Now, the good thing about manipulation candles is, like I said, you have clear structure. So the structure, as you know by now, is like that. You've got liquidity here, and you've got liquidity above, which is the same as over here and here. So this upwards move would be this one here. So the structure you are given is you are obviously aiming to get that bullish move. It's going to be the easiest one to do, and it's going to be the most powerful. So if you can really master that, it gives you a good, it gives you a great trade. So stop loss will go at the low because it's already done that fake out. You're not expecting price to go lower than that because it's already done that downwards fake out move to collect the liquidity over here. So your stop loss would always go at the low, because even if price retraces like that, you would be expecting this area to hold up as your bullish support, because that is where all of the inputs are being done. That's where all the orders are being filled. So that is where all the power is being stored. So this is a perfect trade example. You saw that bullish move up, it's created a bullish manipulation candle, and it starts retracing. You would be looking to enter on the retracement here, and your stop loss would go all the way down here at the fake out, and that would give you a perfect bullish manipulation retest setup. And the understanding behind all of that makes perfect sense and gives you extra confidence on your setup, because you know all the orders are coming from here. That downwards move is a fake move, so you don't expect price to go down to that level for your idea to be true, and you would be getting in to the buys on the retest where all of the orders have been filled. So the structure behind manipulation and the understanding of it makes perfect sense, and that gives you confidence in how to trade gold, because that is how the structure of gold is taking place. Now you can see we're getting that bullish move there now, so we're not likely to get the scenario I wanted. So when we go down to the 15-minute, what has happened? So we can see here, we just moved that. You can see if you go down to the 15-minute time frame, we get a grey area up, and you have a 15-minute manipulation candle right there. Right here is a 15-minute bullish manipulation candle that got retested here on this big red candle. It retested the body of that 15-minute manipulation candle. If I just put a grey box running along that body, you can see how on point it is. So then we got a nice reaction. So how you would trade this is, as price comes down, you would be looking to enter on the rejection of the body of the liquidity candle. Starts rejecting, you get into the move, stop loss goes below this low, which is the fake out area, and then you get into the move to target the previous highs or the resistance area, so probably around here, as we had a sign of some manipulation being shown in that area. So after that entry, that's that trade over, you're letting it play out. Price goes up, it gives you another fake out to the downside and then continues the bullish power. So this is double manipulation taking place, because it's taking that final bit of liquidity from these two candles and continuing that upwards move. So this is also a manipulation area, but it is being shown on the smaller time frame. So when you go down to the 5-minute, what you will see is sometimes it doesn't show you in one or two candles, but you can see here you've got that same pattern taking place, which is this is your consolidation, that's your fake out down, and that is your impulse move up. Takes liquidity, targets that liquidity there, and that is the pattern you are trading. And in this scenario, you don't get any retracement to that concentrated area, so that would be a no setup for a retest setup. So you would have had to stay out of that if you was a retest trader, I mean, because you didn't get any kind of retracement. And that was on the 15-minute time frame, and that is likely to be targeting the previous high now. So that is another impulse move. So this can now be taken out. We've missed that trade, that one didn't take place, and we got that continuation towards the upside. So we're following this one to target the previous high. And you can see here you've got a nice little doji candle, which is indicating liquidity at that high. And then you've got another one over here, and you've got a gap. So these are areas of liquidity you would target. So that is kind of what we do. We look at the chart, go from the higher time frame down, and then it all depends on what sort of trader you are. If you're a scalper, then you'll be looking at setups like that, 15-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame, and you'll be looking to get into those quick moves that are small distances. If you're a more relaxed trader, then you'll be looking for the hourly and above. And at the moment, you'd be sitting out, which I am currently doing, and you'd be focusing on the setups that match the higher time frame bias, which are the confirmations are the same as the smaller setups which the scalpers get, but you're looking at higher volume, so they are used on the higher time frame. So once you learn it all, you can apply it to different time frames to get different setups, but the overall technique and the confirmations and what you're using is the same. It's just adapted to how you want to trade on the chart. Are you a little scalper, or are you an intraday trader or a swing trader? It all depends on what your requirements are, but once you learn it, you got it there for life then. So I'm going to leave it there. Message me if you've got any questions. That's just going over what we look at and how we look at price and how we would develop a setup and trade it. Take care and goodbye.